big spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it yet, click off now, go watch our other videos, and then come back to this once you've seen it. So once the film's over, of course, we have the trademark MCU credit scenes, and the post-credits one picks up with Loki. As you might recall, at the end of season 1, after Sylvie, she stabbed He Who Remains, broke the sacred timeline, multiverse war, cracked out. We saw a statue of Kang the Conqueror seems to be the leader of the TVA now. Basically everything went to pot for the MCU. We pick up with Loki and Mobius, and I think what's really nice is that they're sort of in like Victorian gear, so it looks like it's sort of Victorian era, early of 20th century. And it's not clear if they know each other yet, but since they're like at a theatre show together, they obviously are on friendly terms, which is good to know that they're back friends because I really like their dynamic. So Loki and Mobius are in this show, and the showman is a guy called Victor Timely, who you guys might know is a variant of Kang the Conqueror. And he's putting on a show. It's not quite clear really what's going on. And Mobius goes to Loki, well, he seems like a nice chap. And Loki's like, nah, mate. He's not, because Loki knows that this guy is dangerous. So Victor Timely is a character from the comic books. As I said, he's one of Kang's variants, and he is basically Nathaniel Richards, who is Kang's human name, goes back in time, 19th, 20th century, and takes on the role of Victor Timely. So in the comic books, Victor Timely's there over decades, but because Kang's busy, conquering other lands, he basically replaces Victor Timely with robots consistently. It's like Victor Timely Jr., Victor Timely Jr. So it's not quite clear like which version of Kang this is, but it is a nice sort of fun nod to the comics. I think what's interesting about this is that Victor Timely, he goes back in time to develop loads of new technology. So I think rather than having maybe Stark technology, which shaped the MCU, it'll be Kang technology, which is quite dangerous because Kang's a dangerous man. But one of the things he helps develop with a guy called Phoenix Horton is the first Human Torch. So it's like, is this a subtle way of like introducing the Fantastic Four to the MCU? We know they're coming. Another potential tie is in Loki, if you seem to recall that there was a different version of a Stark Tower. In the Void, there was like all these different realms, and there was like a destroyed Stark Tower, but it was called Kang Enterprises. That's Q-U-E-N-G. I think it's pronounced Quang or Kang. And Kang Enterprises is actually also related to Kang in the comics. It's sort of his Earth base where he sort of develops his technology. So maybe this Victor Timely then goes on to develop all the technology that becomes Kang Enterprises, and this is sort of that realm that we then saw the end of in Loki, but that could be tangential, but it might also be a bit of a fun tie. What we do know is that Loki's going back to Victorian era, which is very fun. I'm excited to see the outfits, and that Victor Timely will be one of the Kang variants he meets in season 2. And then we have the words at the end. You know how we have like Ant-Man will return, etc. The words are Kang the Conqueror will return, which tells you that Kang is indeed the big bad, and he's going to dominate this next chapter of the MCU. And I can't wait, because Jonathan Majors is fantastic as Kang. He seems to have a lot of fun playing these different variants, and Victor Timely seems like an extra fun one with a Victorian era showman style. So let's bring on Loki season 2.